EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Getting set for all the action on what my idol Vin Scully would have said was a beautiful afternoon here in the Sunshine State. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting ready at Wetlands Golf and Country Club. An interesting layout, Frank. The players are ready to go. And what are you thinking about as you get set to tee off?
Well, you're thinking about you're going to play a long golf course, sort of mid-7,000 yard range. But this is a golf course that you actually do get to hit your driver more often than not. So it's a good driving golf course. Green's relatively flat as well, but be careful if you're a little weak of heart. Look left or right, you might see the odd gator or two.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Pretty good shot right there. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
That's a bogey putt, dropping down the leaderboard a bit, now at 2 over par. It's 576 yards.
Yeah, nice blend of holes there that you just referenced. 11 bends to the left, consequently 12 will bend in the other direction. Good drive required. From there, just setting up perhaps 7 iron, 6 iron into a green that's sort of fairly uniform in shape and should present a birdie with a good second shot.
Now his third, staring right at the green. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously...
Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. A lot of excitement here. Let's take you out to the action once again at the 13th. Finishing up this first round has not gone all that well, but still a little time, Frank, to put a positive spin on the day.
Because tough days are actually hard to score. I know that's stating the obvious, but to minimize the damage. So this is all about trying to minimize the damage, because when you're playing well, it's easy to score well.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Chance to get it close here. Really some strong winds out there today, and we can already see the effects on some of these shots.
Oh, that was solid, Rich. This one's safely on.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So, with that, 3 over par now for the round. Good par 3 here at the 14th. It's a little bit more than 200 yards, Frank.
And there's a bunker short. So you've got to fly that coming in there. And if you do miss time one, that's when that body of water to the right really comes into play. Typical Floridian golf, that high-flying, soft-landing tee shot, once again, is the goal.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. The last par 5 on this golf course is the 15th. It's 590 yards. You think, Frank, this is the time to be aggressive?
Certainly is. Longer hitters must be licking their chops on this par 5. 300-plus yard tee shot, you can definitely get home. Shorter hitters, just set it up for a nice wedge shot. But if you are going to go at this par 5 and 2, well protected by those 3 bunkers.
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Good-looking shot right here. Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Oh my goodness, how did he miss that? He needs this for par. Okay, that's par. 3 over for the round. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports for our entire crew. I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. And that one rolls just into the rough.
Now you have to decide whether or not that ball's going to fly or not.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach.
Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
10-foot putt left. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
So they'll tap in. Frank, you know full well this can be a humbling game.
And an embarrassing game.
Par 4-11, Frank, we're looking at 443 yards.
Yeah, the Wetlands Golf Course is a really good driving course. This is another example here, Rich, where the fairway's just wide enough to reward a good tee shot, and then those two bunkers don't really come into play. But Wetlands becomes very difficult when you just start to stray a little bit off the fairway. Then you start to see why those bunkers are put there.
Second shot, good look at the green. That one is well off target. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Solid play, heart of the green.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Frank, amazing how this hole has gotten away.
Yeah, he's not Robinson Crusoe. Happened to everybody that's played this game.
Getting set now over the putt. Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. That's messy. That's a double bogey. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
Now the third shot at the par 5. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. Wow, I thought he made that.
Now, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
Could use this one. This is for par. Doing what needs to be done. You need to make them from that distance. Now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. At 450, it's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
Not terrible, but not his best.
An outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. It just, you feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
14th hole here at the Wetlands. A dangerous par 3 comes in at 204 yards. There's some trouble out there.
And this is where you have to readjust your focus. If you start looking right or left of this green, you see all the problems that could come in and prevail. Instead, just look at that front bunker. Try and fly your tee shot over that, somewhere around the front edge of the green, maybe 3 or 4 yards on, and then the hole becomes that much easier.
Looks like he just misread that. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. That's costly right there.
Painful.
This hole is really getting the best of them. For bogey once again. Oh my goodness, he missed it. He missed a bunny. That's like missing a layup in basketball. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just a sloppy hole, no other way to say it, and it results in a double bogey. Frank, disappointing couple of rounds there.
And consequently a miscut. No chance playing in the weekend, but there's more than one tournament ahead.